Most Canadian businesses are operating under a dangerous assumption that privacy compliance is already handled. They believe this because they have a privacy policy, they collect consent, and nothing has gone wrong yet. But under PIPEDA, that assumption itself is the risk. PIPEDA is often misunderstood as an IT or cybersecurity concern, so companies push it to IT teams, website vendors, or generic legal templates. But PIPEDA is not a technical checkbox. It is a business accountability framework governing how your organization handles personal information in commercial activity. This includes customer onboarding, marketing databases, CRM systems, employee records, and third-party data sharing. And most organizations are exposed across all of them without realizing it. The real problem is not intentional non-compliance. It is unverified compliance. Policies may exist, but are not operationally enforced. Consent is collected, but not properly tracked. Data is stored, but its life cycle is unclear, and third-party vendors are used without full assessment. As a result, organizations believe they are compliant, while their actual data handling tells a different story. And regulators don't assess intent, they assess evidence. Under PIPEDA, organizations often don't face scrutiny until a trigger event occurs, such as a customer complaint, a suspected breach, a whistleblower report, a vendor incident, or a data leak reported externally. Once triggered, the focus shifts immediately to proving governance, showing your privacy governance model, demonstrating consent records, proving breach response readiness, and explaining data flow across systems. This is where most organizations struggle, not because they lack systems, but because they lack structured documentation and traceability. Most people assume the main risk is fines, but under PIPEDA, the larger impact is operational and reputational disruption. This can include mandatory breach notifications, loss of enterprise clients, contract termination from partners, increased due diligence scrutiny, and long-term trust erosion. In many cases, the regulatory process becomes secondary. The real damage happens in how the market responds. Modern PIPEDA compliance is no longer about documentation alone. It requires provable privacy governance. This includes data mapping across systems, consent lifecycle tracking, vendor accountability frameworks, incident readiness testing, and continuous compliance monitoring. In simple terms, the question is no longer, do you have a policy? But rather, can you prove it is working in practice? This is where most organizations realize the gap is structural, not cosmetic. Sansoft 360 supports businesses in building end-to-end PIPEDA compliance frameworks through its governance and IT assurance capabilities, helping organizations move from assumption-based compliance to evidence-based readiness aligned with real regulatory expectations. If you found this video helpful, follow our channel for more insights on privacy governance, IT compliance, and regulatory risk management. Thank you for watching.